to Talking with Tom and Jim, film historians. They've written 4 books on the Golden Age of Hollywood. They are actors, writers, obviously. They've traveled the world. Tom Goldrup, Jim Goldrup, welcome the two of you to your show. Always a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's always
Next to me is Matthew Rose. He's an actor. He's a producer. He's a crazy prop guy. And lots of other things. I don't know. He's okay. I say it. He's a father. He lives in California. He cuts wood sometimes outside. Anyway, Matthew, welcome as well. Always a pleasure. Thank you, sir, for being here with us. I think my dad says hi. I just want to say on camera right now.
Hi to Jeff's dad.
Yes. Guys, question for you. And I don't know if this is going to lead anywhere, but I'm super curious. So we were on the phone the other day, and we were talking about something totally unrelated. And you just piped up with, our dad was the manager at this radio station. So that's my entire question. I want to know what years we're talking about, what radio station stories are there. I'm super interested in like the radio world. Anyway, that's enough. Tell us what you got.
He was supervisor at the radio station.
Okay.
He started out working at a radio station in Hawaii back in the 30s. And he worked up until 1941 when 2 months before Pearl Harbor, my dad told my mom
they heard rumors.
There's rumors something bad was going to happen. They didn't know exactly what. And my dad told my mom, take my 2 older brothers, they were both born in Hawaii, and take them back to the coast. And my mom said, I'm not going unless you come too. So the radio station wrote him we have the letter. We had a letter. Wrote him a recommendation letter saying
he's leaving for a very good reason.
He's leaving for a very good reason. He's a really good worker and all that. So he came out. They came back to California. He got a job working at a radio station in El Viso, which is over by San Jose. And then that ended up being transferred up to Nevada, where he was supervisor of the radio transmitter for KCBS. And his job was to keep the radio on the air. I mean, middle of the night, and a number of times the phone would ring. The radio's gone. Something's gone wrong. The radio's off the air. So my dad has to get up and drive out to the Nevada. We lived in Nevada, so it wasn't very far. Drive over there, and so yeah, he was supervisor there at the radio station.
What kind of station was it?
Back in the time of Hawaii, there was a lot of things coming over the air, coming over the wire that you could not
broadcast over the air. But he one time he got luckily he was grounded. He got electrocuted with more volts in the electric chair and knocked him across the room, but he was grounded, and so he didn't get hurt. But he once near the end of his career, they had him start going to San Francisco more, and everything was becoming computerized. And he liked it before it was all computerized. He liked dealing with I mean, he made our first television. He knew how to do stuff. In 1949 he got some plywood and put it around. He put the tubes all together, and we had our first TV in 1949 before most people had televisions. And so yeah, my dad, I love him.
So when he was in Hawaii, so you guys weren't born yet in Hawaii?
No, I got born about a year after they got back.
I came along in 1945.
Jim came along 4 years later.
So okay, 2 questions about that time period. So you were saying that he would hear things over the air, that over the transmission, that he would have to say, okay, I didn't hear that. That can't be put over the, like, what say what you can.
He didn't tell us.
He didn't tell you. Okay.
But there was enough going on
through
that you knew something was going to happen.
But they didn't know
when
and exactly what. Something else I thought of saying, but I don't remember what it was now. Oh yeah, this Hawaii. When we were watching last night or 2 nights ago, we watched. My dad took a lot of 16 millimeter movie film, and we watched it the other night from back before my mom and dad were married up until Ray's first child, my dad's and mom's granddaughter was born, Michelle. But as the boat was leaving Hawaii, my dad had a picture looking back at Honolulu. And the tallest building in Honolulu was the clock tower down at the pier. And pictures of their house there, you could see Diamond Head right over there. They were really close to Diamond Head.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have
And
you
you have
guys
a-
since been back?
What?
Have you guys been to Hawaii? Have you gone and visited?
Oh,
and
Yeah,
I've been there twice. My mom went back in 1983 or something, and she didn't care for it. She said
1980.
it was so different than what it was when she was there. Of course, she was raised. My mom was born in California, but when she was 2 years old, her mom and dad moved to the Big Island of Hawaii, and they were there until she was 16, and then she came back to California. So my mom's whole childhood was in on the Big Island, so she was really happy when my dad got that job in Honolulu. Then she flew over there, or not flew, took the boat over there, and they got married there and had my sister and my two older brothers.
And when you said when he was towards the end when he was going to San Francisco, things were getting more computerized. What time period was that?
60s.
Late 60s, yeah, late 60s, because he retired in 1970.
Okay, so even then computers were kind of moving in.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Probably,
And-
68, 69 is right in that era.
And KCBS, what kind of station was it? What did it do?
It was a
It broadcast a lot of news.
lot of news.
Okay.
Now it's completely a news station. Back then, I don't know. I didn't really listen to it.
Well, no, I know.
It might have the Arthur Garfield show.
Might had some of that stuff on. I don't know. It wasn't a music station, and it wasn't live drama. Live, story. Actors acting out parts and none of that.
Right.
It wasn't that type.
Okay. Well, you just, once again, so this is a great example of you offhandedly, because we were
Right.
talking about something completely unrelated or something, and I told a story about how I had to get up in the middle of the night and go to San Francisco once, and you said, oh, my dad had to do that at the radio station, and
Yeah,
immediately I was like, wait, what?